Hi, the SI meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Wednesday, March 26th. Well, the unusual late season accumulating snow event is winding down now in the mid-Atlantic region. There was accumulating snow yesterday and last night in places like Charlottesville, Virginia, across the D.C. region. Philly metro area received anywhere from a coating to an inch or so, half an inch officially at the airport. Down at the shore along the southern New Jersey coastline, as much as 5 or 6 inches of snow fell, 6 inches recorded officially at Cape May, New Jersey overnight. And right now the storm is a powerful storm raking the eastern part of Massachusetts all the way up to eastern Maine. It's really a blizzard right now in places like Cape Cod, where winds are gusting up to 60 miles per hour or so. Here's the very latest surface map, and these lines represent lines of equal pressure, otherwise known as isobars. And the tighter the pressure gradient from high pressure out here in the Ohio Valley to low pressure just off the New England coastline, the tighter those isobars are, the stronger the winds, and generally they flow parallel to these lines, clockwise around highs and counterclockwise around lows. Hence, very strong north to northwest winds this morning, especially along the New England coastline, again gusting up to 60 miles per hour with wind-swept snow, places like Cape Cod, eastern part of Maine. Winds are going to gust over the next few hours up to 40 miles per hour or so in the I-95 corridor between D.C., Philadelphia, and New York City as some clearing skies set in. There's still a few snow showers in the upstate part of Pennsylvania. You cannot rule out a snow shower or two over the next few hours, but the big story for the next several hours will be the wind as well as the cold for this time of the year. And here's the latest radar loop from the Penn State EWAL site. Color types represent different precipitation here. The whites and the blues represent snowfall. And again, right now, the main effect of this powerful storm off the East Coast is places like Cape Cod all the way up to down East Maine, the eastern part of Maine, with strong winds and heavy snow right now. Some snow showers up in the mountains of New York and Pennsylvania, West Virginia. So a few of those could make it across the mountains into the I-95 corridor, the big cities region, over the next couple of hours. But for the most part, we are in a clearing trend here across D.C., Philadelphia, New York City, but the winds will remain very strong, gusting up to 40 miles per hour or so, and temperatures way below normal for this time of the year. Well, speaking of below normal temperatures, not only is it unusual to get accumulating snow this late in the season, but really what's even perhaps more unusual is how cold it is. This is from coolweather.com, and it shows all those areas in the past 24 hours that are at or near record lows for the 24-hour period, extending all the way from southeastern Canada to Florida. And these areas with blue dots and white circles around all these areas are indeed at record lows for the morning. Quite incredible here all throughout western Pennsylvania, northern part of Ohio. Very cold air mass for this time of the year, of course, contributing to the unusual accumulating snow event for the Mid-Atlantic region this late in the season. Well, one last look at the departing storm that's off the New England coastline before we look ahead to the inclement weather coming for the weekend. Here it is, the latest infrared satellite imagery loop from the Wisconsin SSEC website. A great spin in the atmosphere right here. Very powerful winds right now, gusting up to 60 miles per hour or so in Cape Cod, Nantucket, eastern part of Maine getting raked with heavy snow and strong winds. Clearing skies starting to set in here in the I-95 corridor between D.C. and New York City. Again, there could be a snow shower over the next hour or two. The winds will be the big story, along with the cold, the unusual cold for this time of the year. Well, let's now look ahead to the late weekend, the weekend beyond this particular coastal storm. We do have much milder air headed for the Mid-Atlantic region. However, it looks like it will be accompanied by some occasional showers. Pretty unsettled weather pattern developing for Friday, Saturday, and even into Sunday. This is from last night's Zero-Z GFS model run, the forecast map for Friday morning. By this time, we'll have a pretty strong southerly flow of air. South to southwest winds on Friday will boost temperatures to perhaps 60 degrees or so in some of the I-95 corridor locations. Frontal system out over the Ohio Valley, however, will be accompanied by a pretty extensive area of showers here headed into the Mid-Atlantic region for Friday. So while it will become much milder by Friday, showers will be possible. Let's now jump ahead to Friday evening. And here's the forecast map for Friday evening. That frontal system right around the east coast with some showers still in the region here late in the day, Friday evening. This front does not exactly sweep off the east coast and give us clearing skies over the weekend. Notice some residual moisture down here over the south central states. Let's now jump ahead 12 hours to Saturday morning. And here's the forecast map for Saturday morning. The frontal system tends to stall out right in the Mid-Atlantic region, and sure enough, a wave of low pressure develops out over the Ohio Valley right along that stalled out frontal boundary zone. This is the forecast map for Saturday morning. And here's another area of rainfall setting up. It looks like it's headed for the Mid-Atlantic region. Let's now jump ahead to Saturday evening. Saturday evening, that wave of low pressure right in here moves right along that frontal boundary zone, and more rainfall looks like it's headed right into the I-95 corridor, including the big cities of D.C., Baltimore, Philadelphia, New York City, late in the day Saturday night. Perhaps getting out of here by sometime on Sunday. Let's now jump ahead to the Sunday morning forecast map. And here's the forecast map for Sunday morning. By this time, low pressure moves to off the east coast. Still some heavy precipitation in the form of rain. Places like New York City and eastern part of New England come Sunday morning. Some clearing might set in later in the day on Sunday. We'll have to monitor this over the next couple of days. But much milder weather headed to the Mid-Atlantic region by the end of the week. But that also begins a period of an unsettled conditions with some occasional showers, perhaps even some steadier rain in the cards for Friday, Saturday, and perhaps even into the early part of Sunday. We'll focus in on the weekend over the next couple of days. That's it for now. Windy and cold for today here in the Mid-Atlantic. For the SIWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.